Just heard unmute over here on YouTube, Facebook Live. Good to see you all. Tuck, Patrick, everybody. Good. Well, welcome back. I am so excited about today. I am so excited, and I'll tell you why. Okay? David has beat Goliath. And I am going to do, okay, something I haven't done in a while. The 12 o'clock open house meeting I'm going to do today, I'm going to show you exactly how we find these shorts, you know, where the websites are, everything else. I've been doing this for 25 years, okay? I live in an area, in a town, where the top traders of Manhattan live, okay? And I tell you, I can't stand them, okay? Actually, they can't stand me because I am here teaching you guys how to beat them. They're like, why are you showing them like our internet machines? Like Fausto, that's not fair. Like, why are you telling them to open up an account with direct access brokers? Okay, because by you taking that money and doing it yourself, you just took the money out of their pocket. But what you're about to see the swamp of Wall Street, and how deep and how disgusting it is, because you see what they're doing to Reddit. You're seeing now the White House has to look at it, into it. The SEC has to look into it. They're a bunch of, they are the dirt of the dirt, because now you're crushing them. They're getting hurt, okay? We look up to these people, but you know what? Remember, I always tell you, if you can't beat them, join them. But do it. You're not joining them by working for them. You're like, you know, I can do it myself. I don't need them. I could lose the money on my own if I had to. At least I got someone else to blame. Because you know what? How many times have you people lost money out there, and then they went out there and they still made money? They still got their bonuses, okay? They still drive their Ferraris and Porsches, okay? They still got their $100, $200 million homes in the Hamptons. You hear me talking about that all the time, but don't forget it. Make sure you're going to be here, because I don't waste too much time, because you don't hear in the morning here in the pre-market show. We're here to talk about what is moving this morning, so you have to wait till 12 o'clock. So make sure you guys are there at 12 o'clock, because I'm going to do something a hell of a lot different than I usually do. And not only that, if you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, you're going to see even more, because I'm going to show you, some of you guys, I'm going to talk about level 3 and level 4. Everything that you guys hear about, like, how'd you know it to go up, Fausto? How'd you know it go down? How'd you know how to sell American Airlines this morning? Which, let me bring that up, by the way. I killed it in American Airlines today, okay? Oops. So excited. I'm like wired on coffee. By the way, I have to do a shout out really quick. I got to do a shout out really quick. My cat Chloe, and you know what's all I talk about my cat Chloe. I call her relentless. Okay, she started waking me up at 4:30 this morning because she wants to eat, and I just wanted to sleep. I just wanted to sleep, and I kept kicking her off. She's jumping on my head. She's biting my hair. Everything else. Finally, I got up. I says, all right, you know what? First thing I do when I get up, before I get up, I look at my phone. I go through my news feed. What do I see on my news feed? The next GameStop stock that's going up. And what do I see on there? American Airlines. Okay, Reddit starts talking about it. I'm like, I didn't even make a cup of coffee. I didn't even feed her. Okay, I ran up to my room, up to my trading desk. I went to American Airlines and jumped into it. Which, by the way, you really can't see it here as well. But you could see it gapped up. This chart's obviously not a good-looking chart. You know what? There's a problem by having some of these these brokerage firms. They don't really have the greatest charting sometimes. Let me bring this. This one's a better one. Okay, here we go. Let me bring this one here. This one's better. Okay, so I got up around 7 o'clock this morning. You can see it right here. I missed the rally right around here. So the program trading kicked in right around $17. You could see it started hovering around 18. I got in. I lost money. It jumped in right around here, 18.50. It started holding here around 18. Blah 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 blah. I ended up buying it right around 19. Rode the thing up. Went all the way to 31. I ended up selling it right at. I got greedy actually. I got out right at like 20. I think it's like 28. It started coming down really fast right here, and I ended up getting out right around here. You can see where it's going, but. I'm gonna teach you guys, why did the stock stop at 30? Why did it stop at 25? Why did it keep going down? That is what you guys have to know. See, a lot of people don't know is like, why does it keep going up? Who's running it up? Who's getting squeezed? That's what we're gonna talk about at 12 o'clock. But I did really well on it. And if early bird got the worm, you guys made money today if you got it early. That's why you got, when stuff like this happens, you gotta jump on it. You gotta jump on it. because everyone's sitting there complaining, oh, I missed the rally in the coronavirus. I missed the financial crisis. I missed the 9/11 crisis. That was a crisis too. I mean, listen, the best thing about it, remember what I always told you, stock market's not going out of business. And when you and I die, it'll still be there, and it's always going to be a new catastrophe, okay? And remember, unfortunately, these catastrophes make opportunities. Remember that. Now, let's go through some of the stocks that we traded yesterday, because there were a couple of pretty decent ones out there that did pretty well. Hold on. Let me just get my watch list so you guys can see what's happening right here. All right. So a couple of stocks that were part of this whole thing. I want to start with NEO. INO. That one had a really nice move yesterday. Let me just fix the chart here. That stock started at 10.50, went right up to 14, had a couple little Fausto shakes, broke all-time highs, boom. Thing went all the way to $14. That one did pretty well. SRNE was another one that did great. I mean, look at these beautiful stocks. You know, it's funny because everybody's talking about the Reddit thing. Believe me, we do this, and you know, being in the cyber group room, all my traders that are part of my trading room, you know what's funny? I laugh when people like all of a sudden think like, where did this ever happen? We've been doing this ever since you joined the room, all right? SRNA, another one, $11 to $17, all right? Naked, all right? Naked went from 50 cents all the way up to $1.50 to $3.50. Let me tell you something. Wow. I sold that stock. I took a loss at that stock this morning. Thank God I got out of it. Wow, this thing just really took a hit, all right? So anyway, I'm going to teach you guys a lot also. I'm going to talk about, you know, how to protect your downside, because I hate to tell you this. Somebody's going to lose. I did a video on YouTube. I think you guys, hopefully you watched it, because I was warning people to be very, very careful on what's happening, what's going on in the market. But I think everybody, hopefully you guys watched it, but you got to be careful what's going on with these stocks. That's why you have to learn how to trade. Everybody wants to get in. I'm telling you, my phone was blowing up off the hook. Everybody's like, what's going on? What's going on? Here's another great one that was great. GNUS. Holy crap. This thing was another one that ran. Another one went from $1.60. This actually was a nice level one stock. I know some of you here are saying like, you know, Faust, I feel like this is a little too fast for me, this and that. Guess what? There are different level stocks out there. GNUS was great for a nice beginner, new starter. And you know what? It's all about being in the right place at the right time. I know Josh loved it, killed it on this one, did great. Another stock I did really well on, which also, thank God, I also got out of that one, was another short squeeze, which was Workhorse. Look, my phone's already starting to blow up already. You know, everyone's already asking me, hey, did you buy AMC or Express? Look, talking about being late to the game. My phone's like blowing up right here. Look, another one. This GameStop story is the best I've ever seen at 20 years. It's just this, you know, that's how late people are. And guess what? You know this, cyber traders in the room. When did we start talking about this? When did we start talking about the short squeezes and, hold on, let me see what I got here, and GameStop? When did we start? Just out of curiosity, because we got a lot of new trial members in here that are just in the trading room. When did we start? John says about 2 weeks ago. Really? Okay. Several weeks ago. Let me just bring up the GameStop trade, because some people don't even know what we're looking at. All right. We were talking about right here. Okay. And then it made that big move. Express was like last week. So guess what? I don't have a crystal ball. You probably realize that I don't have a crystal ball. You're just surrounding yourself with people that are very good at it. And guess what? They're all late to the game. And by the way, if you're watching YouTube and Facebook Live and you watch this recording, if you want to get in and you want to see what we do, click on the bottom, like us, friend us, pay the stinking $9, get in the trial for 1 week, and you'll see if it's for you or not, and you'll see what we're talking about. And then just maybe, if we like you, you could be part of the team, you know, because once again, a lot of you don't qualify to do this. And, you know, and believe me, people are going to get hurt. Because you know how many people jumped in this morning and bought, you know, GameStop right now and thought like, oh, look, at 450, it's still going up. Look where it is now. It's down almost 200 points. All right. So let's not kid around. All right. So By the way, another thing I'm going to tell you what's going on GameStop also doesn't have to do about buying the stock. It's about options. Okay. You know the option game? Guess what? We're going to talk about that at 12 o'clock too. All right, listen, I know I'm going on a tangent right now, but let me go through the watch list this morning because you heard it here first. Let me show you what's moving this morning. God, they just won't stop on my phone. Everybody's waking up this morning that they say, Fausto, what's this? What's this? All right. Let's start with Jan. Who are they? Someone's asking me on YouTube. Family, friends, you know what I mean? You know, people actually have a job that have to go to work and because they know I do this all day and they're like, they're getting on the train. They're reading, they're watching their news feeds. So anyway, Jan looks a pretty decent stock. Another one that looks like a short squeeze, $6 to up to 35. Coincidental, but she's starting to back off. I want to keep an eye on it. Listen, we could short these stocks, okay? We could short. And you know what? That doesn't make you a bad person. That makes you David versus Goliath, okay? You're playing their game, all right? So you could short too, so be careful. GameStop also. Once again, a little too volatile. Just don't trade too many shares of it. KOSS, another one. And I repeated this the last couple of days. Remember Kodak? Remember Kodak? KODK. I talked about this a couple of times. That wasn't a great short squeeze. Went from $5 to 60. Hopefully you learned then what you're learning today. And I told you, don't worry about it. It's going to happen again. But let me tell you, the big winner, the big winner, the best one of them all, KOSS. KOSS. We were trading that stock at $2. Look where it is now, $180. $180. $180. That's even probably bigger, in my opinion, than which is pretty quiet. Not too many people know about than GameStop. Okay, probably bigger than GameStop. So this is just unbelievable. I'm just having such a field day because it's like we keep preaching, talking about this stuff, and it's been great. MNPR, another nice little mover. Stock $6 up to 18, trending down, but it's got some good iceberg orders out there. One of you guys, the stock that a lot of you are trading this morning, because we're talking that a lot of them trickle down, iShares, silver, SLV. Looks like all the silver stocks, all the metal stocks are moving. This is a nice little cheap little stock. A lot of stocks are moving, these are something that you could probably trade for a little beginner trader. If you're an advanced trader, you could trade more shares of it. But this stock, obviously, if you jumped in at 8:30 this morning at 23, I know some of you guys did really, really well with this stock in the Cyber Group room. You should be up pretty decently. You know what's weird? I tell you, just don't be, a lot of people it's only up $1. $1? I mean, all the stock's up like $7, $8. Okay. Listen, that's something that we all know in the Cyber Group and what you can and can't do. Or I'm taking this one out. I thought I was going to like this one, but changed my mind. MSN, another one that's moving this morning. That was another one that did one of those shakes. I'm going to scratch that one out. So we know about NAKD. And thank God I sold that stock this morning. I would have got really beat up on it. See, a lot of people think because it's cheap, you can buy a lot of shares of it. Let me tell you, you got to know how to play the game. Otherwise, if you're on the wrong side, if you're not following the money, you'll get crushed. Remember this one? We traded this stock. This was one of our short squeezes, right? Right back in January, stock went from 5 to 35. Guess what? Look what you did today. Another one that's going to be on the watch list that you're probably not hearing too much about. And the RHE is another one I would keep an eye on too. Another famous short squeeze of the stocks that we trade. All right, guys. So you got the watch list. If you want to get it, if you didn't write it fast enough, you could always follow us on Twitter and Facebook, or you can log into Cyber Group Room, Cyber Traders. I'm going to post this on in the actual on the alerts, so you'll see them up there. But I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty much done for the day. When you make a lot of money, sometimes remember you got to remember that the big days have to pay for the losing days. You don't win every day. Okay, so just be careful. I mean, if I see something, I'm just gonna, because I want to be trading with you guys in the Cyber Group Room. I'll do a couple of, I'll be very, very conservative. I mean, but you know what? That could probably change. But the big thing is, if you've made a lot of money, cyber traders in the room, just once again, don't get cocky. Okay, don't start. If you're that $500 trader and you're up about 5,000-6,000, don't go out there and start trading and try to start making like $500 and $600, in and out trades. Okay, some of you are just happy if you made a nice $100,000 salary. Okay, you just probably you do that every day. That's like $1 million salary right there. So be careful. Don't get cocky. That's how people blow up their accounts. But we'll talk a little bit more about it around 12 o'clock. Right, exactly, George. You don't want to give it back. You know what? Walk away, have fun, take your wife or spouse out to lunch, maybe an early breakfast, whatever it is. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. Tomorrow is always a new day, and we're going to find a bunch of them. All right, guys, good luck today. Happy trading. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Cyber traders, we're going to start in about, we got about 10 minutes to go out and fill up your coffees and just get to reboot, and we'll start getting ready. And remember, whatever we're trading and looking at this morning doesn't mean they're all going to move. There's always a new list that will pop up there. And if we do see it, like we always say, you see something, you say something, because it's a team effort. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. And we'll see you back here at 12 o'clock. If you're watching YouTube and Facebook Live, we'll be streaming live to that event. And you can always register on our homepage or our website. All right, guys, good luck. Happy trading. And be safe.